Hello there, I am Sumit Chaudhary and this is a playlist specially curated to cover decentralized storage on SIA network using rendered with S3 integration and rendered API. In this playlist, first we will see what decentralized storage is and how SIA implements it. Then we will see what is rendered and how to set it up on testnet and mainnet. Then we will configure rendered and use it for file storage and see how it works. We will also use Zen Faucet, Zen Testnet and transaction using rendered wallet of SIA coins. Then we will see integration with S3 and rclone, followed by API and testing those APIs on Postman. That's all we are going to cover in this playlist. So let's start with what is decentralized storage. As the name suggests, decentralized storage means storage over which no central authority have complete control, which leads to greater control over your own data. Here, multiple storage provider, or we can say, hosts, provide some space for us to store data. Our data is distributed in pieces, encrypted, and then stored on the space provided by the host. Let's see in detail how CI ecosystem implements decentralized storage. When a file is uploaded to SIA network, it undergoes fragmentation, meaning we split it into pieces, then encrypt them and distribute them. The network creates multiple copies of these fragments, and since hosts to never get access to these files as they are encrypted, your files are always private and no one can see or access them. SIA provides 3x redundancy, meaning if there are 30 fragments, you only need 10 to get your complete data back. So it make it really reliable to store your data on SIA network. And SIA is much more cheaper than any other cloud storage provider, average of just $3 per terabyte per month. Since the price of storage is decided by host and renters, the cost is always optimal and kind of cheap. All the terms of the contract, such as storage capacity, time, and bandwidth, are stored in a contract stabilized by renters and the host, mostly automatically. Overall, it's really efficient and reliable to use CI ecosystem for storage, and I personally really like it. Let's just take one example that how a CI ecosystem stored file, right? So let's say we want to upload a file to CI network. First, it will fragment this file into multiple pieces. Let's say it fragment it into piece 1 and piece 2. Then copies of these piece 1 and piece 2 will be created, let's say piece 3 and piece 4. These copies are created so that we have multiple data. Data is always redundant and we can always rely on this data, that it will never get lost. Mostly there are at least 3 copies of each fragment, right? Then all of these fragments are encrypted and then stored in the space provided by the host. So let's say there are multiple hosts like host 1, host 2, host 3 and all. We will store each fragment into each host space. So let's say we have our data, we make 10 fragment out of it. All of those 10 fragment are duplicated 2 more times to create 3 copies of each fragment. Then each of these are encrypted and then stored into 30 different storage spaces. If we need to retrieve this data, only 10 of these storage providers are needed. So if we got data from 10 of these providers host, we can retrieve the complete data. We can decrypt it using the authentication of only and only the person who have uploaded the data. Hosts who are storing your data will never be able to access it, read it. SIA also have really great websites and documentation whose link I have given below in the description of the video. You can go through them. They are also available on docs.cia.tech. These docs are actually really simple and easy to implement, and even then if you have any doubts you can always ask me in the comments, or you can ask the SIA community uh, on their Discord. I think that's all for this video. We will meet in the next one where we will see what is rendered and how to set it up.